So, Meghan Markle only continues to make matters worse for herself when it comes to her upcoming Netflix series, With Love Meghan, via Netflix, something that CEO Greg Peters is having a very tough time with right now, based on all the drama happening both behind the scenes and in the public eye, mind you, between Meghan Markle, the board of directors over at Netflix, the many executives over there, as well as the failed test screening, and we have a lot more to talk about that, by the way. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new, and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. So one thing about Meghan Markle is that we know that she is by far one of the most insufferable personalities in the public eye, right? One that tries to remain in the limelight, so to speak, and how she is really trying to be something that she really can't live up to, right? She's really trying to be that like grade A actress that really is just never gonna happen. Until she comes to terms with that or accepts that reality, I think that we're gonna continue to see her overall behavior getting worse over time. Now, we know that With Love Meghan as a show is universally rejected, not just by those that are subscribed to Netflix, but those that so happen to actually see this trailer on social media and really thought to themselves, why is there a show about Meghan Markle cooking and dealing with bees and doing housework and all of this nonsense that just seems so fake? Well, that's just the start of it all. Now, what's interesting here has a lot to do with her overall behavior now toward her very own fans, and how even her own fans now are beginning to actually turn their back on Meghan Markle. And this is, I think, a very big wake-up call for Netflix. We know that a lot of people are beginning to unsubscribe from their streaming service. We know that they are bumping up rates. That's another reason why people are leaving. But moving onwards, with the entire woke media still defending everything to do with DEI and their overall ideology, Hollywood is also heading into serious financial issues. In this case, the drama between Netflix and Meghan Markle recently got even more intense after Meghan Markle's recent behavior erupted a severe division for those working on her show called With Love Meghan. And the many Netflix executives reportedly had a serious issue with Markle's behavior after she had a moment of outrage with fans of her own. This had to do with a series of test screeners that were described to be anywhere between 60 to 90 participants that viewed the first 2 episodes of her show and showed tons of criticism toward Meghan Markle's new series. To make matters worse, get this, for Markle, is that around 65% of those screeners are and were fans of Meghan Markle and the various projects that she worked on in the past, and even they found her show to be extremely lackluster, with poor writing, acting, line delivery, and more. Meghan's moment of outrage was when she had a falling out with the test screeners, many of which were her fans, that she got the chance to meet briefly and shouted at them in front of the screening theater, labeling them as being very unfair, biased, and not educated in the direction of her project. Now, this moment of Meghan disrespecting her fans behind the scenes reportedly created an instant divide over at Netflix HQ between the board of directors and CEO Greg Peters. Now, Meghan was caught up in a moment of arguing and name-calling her fans as fake fans to the Netflix executives after they gave, of course, a very poor review, if that, of the first 2 episodes, and is now demanding an entire new group of test screeners to watch another batch of episodes. So guys, let me just say one thing about this. Now, the fact that she is demanding a whole new group to watch the first 2 episodes over and to give her a different review or a different, overall idea of where it stands or where the show stands by screeners, by test screeners, is absolutely crazy. It just goes to show you that she will just do whatever it takes to get some kind of positive feedback, whether it's behind the scenes or in the public eye, whatever it may be. But the fact that she disrespected the test screeners, and many of which, by the way, 65% of them were actual fans of Meghan Markle, and even they got disrespected. They were labeled, like I said before, as being unfair, biased, and just disrespectful to the product. And that really just goes to show you what this project is all about. It's really not about creating entertainment. This is all about Meghan Markle really loving to see herself on the screen way too much and getting herself out there in the public eye and to stay in the limelight, mind you. So again, We know that this show is going to cost Netflix a lot of subscribers. It already has, by the way. Over 40,000 emails were sent in, people complaining about the show, and not just the show, though. People are just complaining about Netflix overall lately. They're switching over to Amazon, HBO Max, all these different streaming services. However, Netflix reportedly wants to stick with the same group to watch episodes 3 and 4 by sometime next week. There is now a tug-of-war situation happening within the corporate ladder as Netflix, as well as the creative corner of the series. Meghan is already blame-gaming her fans as inauthentic fans, serving as the test screeners. More members of the board viewed not just Meghan's attitude toward the fans and screeners as completely unacceptable, but also her behavior talking about the screeners behind their back as very untrustworthy for future projects, as she is acting very erratic at this point. Now, more board members that were once completely sided with Meghan are now said to be on the fence of taking a vote on not renewing her contract beyond 2025. So guys, I don't know if you knew this, but Meghan Markle is crossing her fingers. She desperately wants this contract with Netflix to go beyond this year. Alright, she wants to have a nice renewal and let it last for multiple years. This way she can get more projects in, and that's that. If she doesn't, she's going to have to stick with very small roles and cameos in movies, many of which, by the way, are getting canceled. A lot of studios are blacklisting her after learning about all the Netflix drama, internally speaking. So, again, alright, moving onwards here, Meghan is aware of all of this, and it's creating more chaos behind the scenes. Meghan's aggressive behavior vocally toward the fans that were screeners were also said to be a complete deal breaker for some of the writers that worked on with Love Meghan now, that they reportedly do not want to work with Meghan on a season 2 of the show if her contract renews. Now, as we discussed days ago, a season 2 is already prepared as a contingency plan, however will be cancelled on the spot if and when her contract ends for good and is not renewed. So just let that sink in for a moment. They have a season 2 greenlit, they have the overall idea for it all put together, they have a general idea for the script all put together as a contingency plan. This way, if her contract does get renewed, they're gonna jump right on season 2. So that really is very revealing. But once that contract does not get renewed, all of those plans, those proposals, all of those papers that they've been working on to put together a story, to put together a script, all those brainstorming ideas that they have, it's all going to go in the trash. So, Meghan Markle, I think that most likely, I think at this point, it's like a 90% chance, to be very fair, and that's being very fair, is that it's not going to get renewed. There's no way that the show is going to lead Meghan Markle to getting a series renewal or even a contract renewal. But overall, I would like to hear what everyone has to say about this, because when you treat the screeners in such a way where you actually have to get in front of them inside of the screening room along with the executives right behind her back and really making a total embarrassment of yourself by labeling your very own fans as disrespectful and unknowledgeable about the product and really just biased, that really makes you wonder exactly, why is she doing this project? What's the real reason? Well, the real reason, it's very much self-explanatory. It's just nothing more than the fact that, well, she just likes to see herself on television. That's it. But overall, I would like to hear what you all have to say about this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. And I will catch you guys later.